Hi, I'm Yashada and this is my presentation demo for the personal project CMPE281. As you can see, I have configured the jump box in the public subnet and the remaining React and Mongo instances in the private subnet. So let's get started with partitioning in MongoDB. And so for that, first of all, we'll find out what data already exists in the MongoDB cluster. Okay. So let's find using, yeah. So this exists now. Yeah. Let's start with creating partition in the primary node, which is which is the node with address 179. So yeah, apart from 179, we have 267, 126, 185, and 148. 148. So we'll go ahead and drop IP tables of all these from the primary node. That is, we are cutting down the communication between the primary node and the other nodes in the cluster. So as a result, the cluster will automatically select a new primary node from amongst the remaining ones. Yeah, let's now check which node has been elected as the primary node. Oops. Oh, it's CMPE281. That is the password. Yeah. Okay, now let's go ahead and write some data into the newly elected primary node. So here, instead of ABC, we'll write ABC22, and that will be a new data that will be inserted into CMPE281. So let's go ahead and write this down into the primary node, as only that has the right permission. Okay, db.CMPE281 find, and it contains yeah, primary insert unterminated string. Oh, oops. Let's go ahead and write it down. db.CMPE281.insert key value pair. Okay, it looks good. Yeah. Let's check if the same data is replicated in the other nodes, secondary nodes. Yeah. CMPE281 find. Yeah, because this was the node that is under partition, so it does not show the data that we have recently inserted in the newly elected primary node. Now to make the data visible in the node under partition, let's go ahead and dissolve the partition. Okay, so instead of 179, it will be 148. Yeah. Okay, so let's check. Looks good. So now we can see that the new data which has been inserted in the newly elected primary node has been replicated to the node which recently came up and recovered from partition. And so this was the demo of partition in MongoDB. Now let's go ahead with partitioning in React. Okay. So as you all know, React has a ring structure architecture and not a master slave like MongoDB. And so let's get started. I've already SSH'd into the private React instances. Okay, so let's enter some data into the React. Yeah, looks good. And we can find what data exists from any other node. That is, we can read the data from other nodes. Foobar11. Now, let's start with partitioning the React cluster. For that, we need to drop the IP tables from one node. That will be 77, 84, 250, 62. So the one with 15, this. Okay, looks good. Now, enter some data into the node which is under partition. So we already entered this foo bar 11. So we will go ahead and enter foo 1 bar 12. And let's try to read what data exists. Okay. Okay, so this node is under partition. So now let's go ahead and enter data into some other node. Okay, and we can read that from other nodes. Oh, because that node was under partition, it could not show the data. It shows foobar22 that we recently inserted. Okay. 84. Okay. It shows 15, so let's change it to 84. Yeah, so it shows foobar22 that we inserted into the node, which was not under partition. And so now we'll go ahead and try entering some data into the node which was under partition. Let's enter foo1 bar 2 3. Okay, so now let's try to read it from the nodes which are not under partition. $250. Oops. it still shows foobar 22, and so it means that this data has not been inserted into the other nodes. Now let's go ahead and try to dissolve the partition and into node. Okay, so and this will take some time to recover, and we can try by checking if it is up. It will show the data. Yeah, but it's still not up, so it is not showing what data has been entered into the other nodes after the partition was occurred. So yeah, okay, 77 contains foobar 22, and yeah, now the node which was in partition shows foobar 22. This means that the node just recovered and came up from partition, and it replicated the changes to that node. So this was the demo of partitioning in React, and with this ends my demonstration for the personal project. Thank you.